Hello. So I told you guys that I would be right back, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. And I just want to talk to you guys about something that is rather important. Um, this is going to be the last time for people to be fully aware because there are people on here that will take advantage of people that are either under spiritual attack, people that need spiritual help. And I want to make sure that you guys have discernment. Okay. So, first of all, let's deal with the online beefs because this is the least important. Um, I have a lot of spiritual power, I have a lot of manifestation power. I have a lot of spirits that bless me every single day. I am very knowledgeable on witchcraft. I am very knowledgeable on the tarot and other forms of divination. I am very knowledgeable on empaths, telepaths, all the whole gamut of it. And so I have a lot. I have people that don't seem to have their own identity in witchcraft, and they do all sorts of things because they have a lot of fear. So for example, they're constantly trying to make it look like I'm a fake psychic. Oh, well, if you're a psychic, why didn't you see that coming? Oh, if you're a real psychic, why didn't this and that? Well, here's what I'll say to that. First of all, there's nothing that anybody on here can do anything to interfere, okay, with my spiritual path, okay? But they can interfere with yours. People have problems, people have issues, people are human. Just because I've had problems in relationships, problems with my family, hell, who doesn't? So you got to understand when you're looking at those, people, they're just looking to backbite off of the attention that I get. Hit the thumbs up, by the way, guys. Thank you, winner. They're just looking to get clout. There's some people on here that are not actual spiritualists. They are clout chasers. This is how this thing works. I have explained it to you guys so many times. I've done a couple of readings today. Each and every person that I talk to that I do a reading for, they'll tell me my grandmother sent me to you, or my cousin referred me to you, or they'll say, or I can clearly see the spirit guides led them to me because we'll just vibe so much. Those are my clients. Those are the people that come to me to get spiritual work because those are the people that I am meant to help. There's a lot of people out here, they don't get that. Also, they feel like they want to steal. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. There's a lot of people that are not as blessed as me. This is the reason why I can do money work for you and it actually works because I don't have to backbite off of anybody. When I do money work for you, the reason why you have to pay for the work is because I am giving you spiritual energy that's probably worth more than what you're paying. So I don't focus on those things anymore. There was a little while that I had to because it was involving people that I knew personally. But my focus, my focus is on what my spirit guides have laid out for me. That is my focus, which is helping you. I've got people with 3 or 4 demons sitting in every chakra in their body that is waiting on me to complete their ritual. I am preparing myself and I start working on you guys as soon as I get the work from you. So there is a lot to be entailed with witchcraft, a lot. And I want you guys to be careful when you are paying homage or giving credit to somebody that has to backbite off of me. A psychic vampire is not a witch. Witches can create energy out of the air. Learn the difference between somebody that is actually practicing real witchcraft and somebody that is trying to steal spiritual energy to the point where every other day they have to say something or make some kind of reference to that person so that they can attempt to get that energy. Now, the only way that person can get that energy is if I watch it, and I don't. So I just want to let you guys know that if you are watching anybody that is beefing with me, unsub, unsub from those people that are beefing with me. Because let me tell you something. If you have any kind of invested interest in me, trust me, that person will feed off of you via me. So unsub from that because I don't watch it. It's pointless. It's childish. Who cares? That has nothing to do with what we're doing. And, I'm going to tell you something. We got candy apples to make and popcorn balls and caramel apples. We're going to make some homemade caramel apples over on the Love Light Love channel. We got a lot of wonderful things to deal with. We don't deal, and see, this is the whole thing about online beefs. These are people that have demons, but they're dealing with it in a very um, negative, violent way. Many of us witches that have went through the storm and have learned and are seasoned, we can fight a demon off in our sleep. We don't need to yell and scream about it. You see what I'm saying? So, and a part of being a good spiritualist is accepting someone else's power, is accepting what is and focusing on your own power. So anybody that you see beefing with me is because they're weaker than me. Facts. Okay. Now, I want to do a disclaimer because these people that are fake witches that are beefing with me, they very often use what I call either empty cedars, or people that are just not very spiritually grounded. They will very often use other vloggers against me. So I am going to put up a disclaimer. I am getting ready to upload a video. Otherwise, I'm going to I'm going to ask my spirit guides about it. I'm going to ask a couple of other people that I take advice from. But there is a spiritual bath video that I recorded and edited, but I've been debating on if I should only make that open to my patrons. That's why I've got Patreon with a question mark. These are people that, again, only something inhuman is going to shame you because you had a normal bodily function. So a part of this video that I want to put up is pictures and images of an entity that came off of me during a spiritual bath. It's not bloody. It's not disgusting looking, but there are some people that are very sensitive to anything that is real. There's a lot of people that are so, just so lost and disconnected from nature that anything that is human is, oh, that's disgusting. So I show a before scene of my bathtub before I actually take the spiritual bath, where the tub is very clean. I also take pictures after. Okay. And there's no ring around the tub or anything like that. It's just herbs and me explaining what a spiritual bath should look like. So if you are sub to this channel and you have no spiritual knowledge, you probably don't want to look at that video because it's going to say warning, very graphic. If you are a germaphobe or somebody that's obsessive compulsive or extremely sensitive, because what those sensitive people will do is they will come out and they will say, "Oh, you did a video where you're showing your dirty soap scum," because they don't have no protection, discernment, or good sense half the time. For example, I did a menstrual blood spell probably a couple of years ago, and there's ignorant people that are still talking about it. So there's a lot of people that don't really need to be over here, and they're here watching. And so I wanted to put up this disclaimer for that, that number one, if I see you showing any images from my video, I am going to flag you down. It's actually just still shots to where you could actually see the negative energy that went into the bathtub. So it's about 25-minute video about spiritual baths that I'll be able to link to my clients, because I often ask my clients who pay me money. See, if you're not a client or a believer in what I do, then it's probably not a good idea to be here. If you're still here and you're saying, oh, I hate her, I can't stand her, she sucks, I'm going to try to use as much against her as possible, then there's probably something that you need to learn from me. And it's not probably, I know it for a fact. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you're sensitive to things like that, then, but it's really not that bad. It's just bubbles in a tub is basically what it is. And it's just what normal people see in a bathtub. But you got people out there that'll go, oh, she dirty. It's like, no, I take a shower. I take 2 or 3 showers, not 2 or 3. Depends on what I'm dealing with spiritually. I take 2 showers per day minimum, and then spiritual baths 7 days a week. So I'm very clean, trust me. But, people will try to take things and run with it, and so I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be uploading that video, and that to the haters, because that video is going to get a lot of views, and the haters are going to hate. They're going to try to put their negative spin on it. If you see anybody talking about me, thumbs down their video. You will be blessed for doing that, because these people want to keep the masses ignorant and spread more spiritual stupidity. People like that, they spread spiritual stupidity. Winner, I actually mentioned vinegar in the video that I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't care about people and what they say, because I don't watch you anyway. But if you try to shame anybody because of that video, or if you try to reuse my footage, you will be flagged. That is the reason why there's a watermark on my videos, because that is trademarked and copyrighted. So I don't want anybody, no, you can't use any still shots. That's something, and I don't even have to watch you. My spirits don't want me even looking at folks doing stuff like that, so I don't. But my spirits will automatically curse you if you're doing that. If you just look away, mind your own spiritual business, you'll be okay. I don't have to sit here every 5 minutes and curse people. For example, my enemies that I've done one major curse per year on them per year, and they're trying to do curses daily. I don't have to move like that. I've got way too much power within all of my workings to have to continuously curse somebody over and over again. Okay. So a lot of people that you see doing that, in fact, there's not too many, Santatas and very, very seriously spiritual people that are doing that. If you see anybody, and see, this is one of the reasons, see, I have managed to be taken seriously anyway through this, but the only reason is because of my magic. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with who I'm beefing with. No matter how much they try to pretend to be a spiritualist, if you are doing that, you cannot be taken seriously. So this is one of the reasons why I don't participate in online beefs anymore. There's so many people out there, like, I can't think of the exact names of them because I'm a little tired right now, ready to watch my movie. But there's so many people on here that get mad respect spiritually, and you don't see them doing crap like that. You don't see them involving themselves in beefs long term. That's a codependent person. You cannot have a codependent person do work on you. They too codependent. You cannot have somebody that is obsessed with another person doing work on you. They're way too obsessive. Spiritual work and spells require the mind. So understand that any of my enemies that have, because I've got an enemy on here, and she's really an enemy to herself. She's so spiritually inept that she has to play my voice on her channel. That's how devoid she is of any spiritual power, really and actually. She has to play my voice even to manifest anything because her voice doesn't do anything. And I'm going to say this finally to all of my enemies: you will be cursed silently. We will not be speaking of it because we don't have to. Mind your own spiritual business here going forward, and you'll be okay. Because I don't have to deal with you at all. In fact, I got so many other people on here that I watch, and I'm gonna tell you some. Those people is on here, they doing real work. Yeah, they come every now and then with some kind of beef or something, but it ain't every day and it ain't every other day. Also, if you're doing that, you're trying to psychic vampire energy from people, and you will be dealt with. Okay, so what do y'all think of a Patreon? I thought about doing that anyway. I think I am gonna upload the video, but we'll figure it out sometime this evening on if I decide to do it. I may do it as unlisted so that I can hold it and just send it to my private clients. Um, there's a couple of different spiritualists on here I would recommend. Belinda and Michael Reedy of the Enchanted Bell Witch. I would recommend her. I would recommend Arabian Conjure. For some people, I would recommend there's another spiritualist that I would recommend, but I'm not going to speak her name because me and her kind of fell out before. Other ones that I would recommend that I've seen with real spiritual stuff, because some of these people are just faking it till they make it. And that's, you can't fake it till you make it, not in this business. For your dark workings, I would absolutely recommend the beautiful, none other than High Priestess Creole Queen. I would recommend her if you want dark workings. Okay, she loves to do that kind of stuff. For me, I'm more of the cleanse type of her. You can come to me and get a cleanse afterwards or whatever after you get done doing your dark stuff. I do dark stuff, but I don't, she delves into the dark, the deep dark. I don't really know too many YouTube witches though, guys, because I have a lot of witches that watch me. I only watch a select few. I only watch a select few. So if I didn't mention your name, it's because I just don't know about you and I don't watch you. There are a lot of practitioners on here that watch as many practitioners as possible. I think that that's somewhat of a mistake. It depends on where your mind frame is at. Because, I can look at a lot of people that do obviously have more success than me. They're opening up their own businesses. They're doing stuff. I don't feel any type of way about that. You know why? Because my path is my path. Okay. I don't think I have my subscriptions open. I don't think I have them open right now, but I am sub to a lot of different people. As far as with not too mmany readings, I had unsubbed from a few people because I felt like they were competing with me or something. And I didn't feel comfortable with that because that has no place in the spirit realm. It really doesn't. Yeah, that's why I'm able to recommend people, and it's like, yeah, there's plenty of clients to go around. A lot of these people that, they deal in fear, they're scared that, oh, she's going to take all the clients, or either I want to steal her clients from her. You know, people that have set a name for themselves, such as myself, we don't have to do that. You know what I mean? It's a waste of energy. I've got 4 kids and a grandbaby. I have a whole house to clean up. I have pets to take care of. I would rather be spending time doing that than doing some of the other stuff that I've seen people do. Any of my enemies, any people that have ran with my enemies, I can't recommend them. I can't recommend them. I can't. Because number one, how can you call yourself a witch when you're attacking other witches? You can't. You can't. You're going against another sister witch, and that's not right. So there, none of the sister witches out here that have started crap with me, attacked my family, threatened me, stalked me, contacted my family members, none of them will be in my graces. The ones that are on here doing their work, those are the ones that I can recommend because they have real clients. Who has time for that? Nobody, except for somebody. So, even as there's not supposed to be a beef, like, okay, witches get into it every now and then. Yeah, we normal, we human. But to actually vampire off of another witch for years and years, you not no real witch. You a psychic vampire. In fact, we've caught you saying and admitting that you're just a psychic vampire. So I can't recommend certain people, and I know y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention their name, but I can't recommend them because they don't show themselves as real witches to me. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, there's so many people out here that need help. Why would I need to have everybody at once? Why would I like I wouldn't even do that's ridiculous. And then one of my enemies, and this was the last time because I just couldn't hear it no more because it was pure reflection, saying that I'm on here doing free readings because I don't have any money. I'm sorry. There's even if I have 10 grand in the bank, I'm still going to come on here and do free readings because it's something that I love doing. So literally, I mean, the opinions and the crap and the lies that they tell are so petty and stupid that it really, literally, it doesn't even dignify a response, which it doesn't get a response from me anymore. It's kind of like, yeah, because okay, if I've got a couple of grand in the bank, I still have to run my business. So that means that I'm going to put up the September readings. I'm going to put up the October readings because you have to be able to look forward to it's not like, up, I've made a couple of thousand. I'm going to sit down for a minute. No, like who does that? So many of us that get our clients via readings, which is when, my clients come to me because of the readings. Many of us that have our business set up that way are either the work that we show or how I get clients from all types of videos that I put up. That's something. So you might as well just tell somebody that they shouldn't advertise their business. I'm advertising my business. So you also, in order to be a successful mainstream witch, because we're out here in the open, okay, you have to also know how to market yourself. So it makes no sense to me, but it is what it is because many people, for some reason, and not that many people, for some reason, there's a lot of people that want to hear what this person has to say. I don't understand why. Because you would have to be an unintelligent kindergartner to even um, to even resonate with the things that this person says and does. Okay, just know that I keep my house intact. I keep my love life intact. and I keep my money intact. And I don't tell my personal business on YouTube just because it's nobody's business. They want to know my personal business. They want to know who I have in my life. But it's not up to them to know that. It's none of their business, okay? Eventually things will be let out in the open, but these people will be far gone because nobody, unless I'm going to tell you something, if you've got the energy, if you energetically every single day, because I'm going to be honest with you, some of that energy, most of that energy I send back to my enemies that are on YouTube, only a small fraction of it I actually use. The only thing I do is take back my energy. That's all I do. When you're dealing with psychic vampires and thieves, you just got to take back your energy. Other than that, that energy can be used, but I don't even want to use it. It's too elementary. I don't want to convert it. I don't want to transmute it. If any of it touches me, yeah, I'll do my work, whatever needs to be done. But I don't need somebody. Somebody else had said, and this is another enemy that claimed to have known me. She was clout chasing by claiming to have known me. I don't have to have beefs with people to get spiritual clients. Or are you kidding me? I would never be codependent on that energy. For what? I'm not codependent on my enemies. My enemies have an intent to destroy me. So why would I need to use a beef? So again, this is a person that doesn't understand. They're lost on it. They have no idea what we're doing here. And so I have the right to be a proud witch. Even if you call yourself a witch, you must think negatively of yourself to have to do that. And I'm not in that lower vibrational frequency field. I'm not. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I don't have to do that. So I like to be a proud witch, and everything that I do, I'm proud. I remember this male, had it out for me. He kept saying, "Why are you a proud mother?" Excuse me. So, different people, different strokes for different folks. I don't have to watch those people. So, and I don't. So y'all don't have to watch them. Because if I don't watch them, y'all not going to watch them. Right? And then understand that all of my enemies are in my bag. They in my money bag and they in the bag. They in the grist bag. Okay? Louise, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just talking. I'm not even really looking at the chat. I'm not even, you said you're an empath and a sensitive. Yeah, I think I had shouted you out or whatever. So moving forward, when that new moon energy came up, and boy, let me tell you, if y'all want to see somebody flail around and act a fool, then y'all can watch it, but take heed to it. Okay. And also know that I don't watch it at all. Oh, okay, Louise. Okay. Yeah, nobody has time for that. And especially me, I'm busy all the time. So if, people just can't handle the truth, they can't handle being wrong, and they can't handle when other races of people have more power than them. They can't handle that because I just put my business up 4 years ago. I just started working full time as a practitioner 4 years ago. So whatever it is and see, here's the thing, they see the halo. They see the gold halo. They see it and they want it. I wouldn't even want to watch nobody like that. I wouldn't want to take no advice from them at all either. And then also, some of them is crazy. And even the older ones, they'll come on here and say, "You're not supposed to do that to another sister witch," but then they'll do it to me. It's like, well, what do you think I am? Oh, you're not a real witch. What made you think that? You see what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of people out there, they mixed up and they confused. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I appreciate it. So anyway, guys, that's all I wanted. Happy new moon to you guys. Um, Keep in mind that I think I'm gonna have a Patreon going up for those of you that just enjoy the readings, because I do readings for the channel as advertising for my business. I do very well. So if you guys need any advice on starting your business and being successful, what's up, Pamela? And being successful, you guys know who you can reach, okay? I will see you guys later. Yeah, I got those especially, you know how when negative energy tear you down, I'm telling you, those cleanses, they will refresh you. So I didn't put the video up. I'm going to sit and think about it, because it may not be the right time for me to release it to the public. I may only release it to patrons, okay? You too, Louise. You too. Thank you so much. Blessed be to you too. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Okay. Enjoy the rest of my evening. I'm tired. I had a reading yesterday that just tore me up. It tore me up. I talked to a sister that had lost her child. Um, and it just weighed on me. It did. Just that spirit. And it was so hard, because sometimes people touch me, and it's okay. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. But so, I've been sending healing energy to her basically all night long, because she was hurting. She's in a lot of pain. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wore out today. Then I did another reading, a couple of readings today that wore me out. So it's time for me to get some rest, okay? I'll see y'all later, okay? See y'all tomorrow. Love and light.